Mic check for Randy Fry. Mic check for Randy Fry, our QA. Good evening. This is Chuck Licata. Getting ready to broadcast the softball game coming at you. The one-game winner-take-all regional semifinal between Dripping Springs will be the home team and the visitors, McCollum Cowboys out of San Antonio. And just, again, doing a quick audio check to make sure that all is sounding good. We are up in a press box. We are about 35 yards from the field, and we chose this spot over being down by the field because of the heat is 95 degrees, humidity about 96%. So the equipment is much better here in the air conditioning than it is down on the field. So just waiting for confirmation from Randy Fry, and I'll go get my headset, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, thank you, Randy. Randy Fry, QA, admin for Big Daddy Media. And you will continue to watch warm-ups here, and I'll be back on in about 7 minutes. Getting ready for a good game. By the way, I want to say hello to all the McCollum fans who are tuned in to the broadcast as well. So looking forward to having them along with us. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, again, we welcome you to San Marcos High School, where it's Dripping Springs and McCollum in a one-game playoff for the regional quarterfinal title. Winner tonight moves on. Loser tonight, unfortunately, their season ends. Now, real quick, in case you missed our little intro, we talked about the fact that we are up in a beautiful press box here, and we're about 35 yards away from home plate. Good and bad. The real good is we're going to be on the air, because if we were outside with this equipment, between the heat and the humidity, I don't think the equipment would last all the entire night. The bad news is, if there is bad news, because we're sitting in air conditioning, everybody else is in 95-degree heat. As you can see, the folks now standing for the national anthem. We have no access to the outside sound. There are no windows that open. So between that, so you'll basically be hearing what we call a canned broadcast, as well as the fact that we are in a situation where we're about 35 feet away from the home plate umpire and the action going on. So we've got a little bit of a post to work around. So Alex is up here running the scoreboard, and what's your name over there? Don Diegas. She is here as well. So between the three of us, we'll get you as accurate as calls and balls and strike as we can here on the broadcast. I want to thank Randy Fry, our QA, for being here to make sure we're on and looking and sounding as good as we can as we get ready for this one-game winner-take-all for the Regional 5A, Region 4 rather, Regional Quarterfinal. They must have played the long version of the anthem. All right, so your lineups, and again, we welcome the fans from McCollum that are tuned into the broadcast. Happy to have you with us. I'm Chuck Licata, owner of Big Daddy Media, and Randy Fry, our QA tonight. He is making sure that we're on and looking and sounding as good as we can. He is up with us. And we've already got a discrepancy. We've got fans in front of home plate. And unfortunately, we've got a speaker that is right above the level that you see. So we're going to have to just work through the situation. But again, the bottom line is we're going to get the broadcast on for you. And you'll be able to have the play-by-play right here. Drop my gain just a tick. Oh, Randy, yeah. Sorry about that, buddy. All right, gain is dropped. Thank you, Randy. All right, so Dripping Springs, the home team. And basically what happened was the two coaches could not decide between a one-game and a three-game. They disagreed on that. So when that happens, the coaches flip for the right to choose. McCollum coach won. McCollum coach said, we want to play a one-game winner-take-all. That allowed Dripping Springs to go ahead and choose the home field. They'll be the home team and choose the location of the field, which, of course, it cannot be Dripping Springs. So here we are in beautiful San Marcos. Say hello to Kathy Stoughton, the softball coach here. She allowed us to broadcast up here in the press box, and we are thrilled to have this vantage point. Again, it's mostly about keeping the equipment out of the hot air, the hot heat and the hot humidity, so we can bring you the entire broadcast. So Dom Guerra, probably McCollum's one of the best players. Dominique Guerra, the pitcher, set to lead it off. And that one fouled off. Strike one, 0-1 to Guerra, the pitcher. It'll be Guerra, Dev Hughes, the center fielder, Matty Espinosa, the third baseman, Rios Rodriguez, the right fielder, Emma Quintero, the left fielder, Alina Bonancini, the shortstop, America Rodriguez, the catcher, Abby Saldana, the designated player, and Gabby Hernandez, the second baseman. It is really weird working without crowd noise, that's for sure, access to outside, but again, we'll do the best we can. Meantime, next pitch is high. Coach Stoughton, by the way, is down right behind home plate. She is the announcer for the game, so She is outside as well. 1-1 pitch from Jordan Cox. That one a little flare to left field coming in. Erica Konetsky, one down. Erica Konetsky in left, Haley Konetsky in center, Kate Young in right, Kate Tressler at third, Hayden Anderson at short, Lynanne Scott at second, Isabella Martinez at first, Joe Hudgens behind the plate, and Jordan Scott, who in her last two outings ago, pitched a complete perfect game against Eastview of Georgetown to win that series. And then her last outing, she threw a one-hitter in a 1-0 victory over Southwest Legacy. So in her last two outings, she has given up all of one hit. Meantime, that pitch high, ball one to Dev Hughes, the center fielder. Full name, Devlin Hughes. Next pitch on the way. In there, called strike. 1-1. I don't know about y'all, but I'm glad to be in the AC. Yeah. Full consensus in the press box. 1-1 pitch fouled off to the back screen. 1-2 now to Dev Hughes. Again, one game, winner take all. Oh, and somebody puts up an umbrella. Isn't that nice? That'll block our view even more. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks so much. 1-2, outside, 2-2. Okay, they've gone left with it a little bit. As long as that lady holds it, we're okay. We need a gust of wind to blow that one away. 2-2 pitch. Popped in the air right side, giving chase. And don't know if the catch was made or not. Can't see from here. Nope. So foul ball. Isabella Martinez, the first baseman. Lynanne Scott, second baseman over there. Count holds it 2-2. One down, nobody on here. Top of the first. Called strike three, outside corner. Two down now. That'll bring up Maddie Espinoza, sophomore third baseman, number 13. McCollum, by the way, in their first series, they played a best of three against Burbank High School in San Antonio. They won 2-0, then played a one-game winner-take-all against Bernie Champion. That one, a little flare in the air. Lynanne Scott at second makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Jordan Cox. No runs, hits, errors, nobody left. End of a half inning. It is McCollum nothing, and it is Dripping Springs coming to the plate. We'll get you some other info here in just a minute. In that game against Bernie Champion in the area round, McCollum at 19, and it comes in 19-9, by the way. The Cowboys beat Bernie Champion, but it took extra innings. They won 5-2 in 11 innings. Guerra, the pitcher who's in the circle right now for the Cowboys, went all the way. She gave up the 2 runs on 5 hits. But batting-wise, Guerra went 1 for 4 with an RBI. Bodoncini went 2 for 5. Devlin Hughes went 1 for 6 with an RBI. Rios Rodriguez 2 for 6 with a run scored and 3 RBI in that game. Ramirez 1 for 5. Hernandez 0 for 3 with a run scored. Farias, the freshman, came in to run, and she scored a run. Saldana went 0 for 3. Espinoza, the sophomore, 1 for 5 with a run scored and RBI. Emma Quintero went 2 for 4, and Annalisa Puente went 0 for 2 in that victory. But again, McCollum with the victory over Bernie Champion. Bernie Champion, by the way, beat the top seed, Leander, in the by-district round. So Leander already knocked out. That's why McCollum is here, and Leander is not. First pitch on the way to Erica Konetsky off the plate, ball one. Erica Konetsky, a junior, playing left field, followed by Lynn Ann Scott, the junior second baseman. Haley Konetsky, senior center fielder. Hayden Anderson, sophomore shortstop. Jordan Cox, the junior pitcher. Kate Tressler, junior third baseman. Joe Hudgens, junior catcher. That one right to the shortstop. Quick throw over to first in the 6-3. Makes it one down. Finishing out the Dripping Springs lineup, it's Hudgens hitting seventh. Isabella Martinez, the sophomore first baseman, hitting eighth. And Mallory Sandoval, the designated player, junior, hitting ninth. So one down, Lynn Ann Scott, the second baseman, to the plate. Scott comes in hitting .352, 38 for 108. She's got 29 runs scored, and she's got 21 RBI. 4 doubles, 3 triples as well. Ball one to Scott with one down, nobody on here. Bottom of first, swing to miss at the outside corner, 1-1. Hey, they removed the umbrella. I guess they heard us. Thank you. 1-1. By the way, y'all can chat a little bit. It won't pick up over here. And it won't bother me. I'm used to it. So 1-1 pitch. Popped in the air, and that'll be out of play over towards the concession stand. We are in a press box that is about, 40 feet high. The concession stand restrooms are literally right on the first floor of this building. So 1-2 now to Lynn Ann Scott. That one popped in the air right side. The second baseman, Gabby Hernandez, with the catch, 2 down. It's Guerra in the circle. America Rodriguez behind the plate, and Elise Puente at first. Gabby Hernandez, who just made the catch, at second. Alicia Bonancini at short. Maddie Espinoza at third. Emma Quintero in left. Dev Hughes in center. And Rios Rodriguez in right on defense for the Cowboys. 2 down. Haley Konetsky to the plate. Konetsky takes strike one over the plate. Haley comes in hitting .395, 34 for 86, 19 runs scored, and 23 RBI. 6 doubles, 3 triples, and a home run for Haley. Count now 1-1 to Haley. And, of course, Dripping Springs continues to play without Taylor Anderson, their star hitter. 60-some stolen bases, 400-some batting average. As that pitch outside, 2-1. Give you an idea, Taylor Anderson, actually, I apologize, hitting .583 on the year. This is what they're missing from their lineup. 44 runs scored, 17 RBI. That one, chopper to short. Quick throw over to first, and that's out of the glove. So Konetsky on with a 2-out infield hit. That'll bring up Hayden Anderson, the shortstop. Hayden, the sophomore, hitting .328, 39 for 119, 16 runs scored, 35 RBI, leads the team. She's got 7 doubles and 4 home runs, does Hayden Anderson. Hitting appropriately in the cleanup spot. And throw down to second base on the steal attempt. She is safe. Oh, and out. She was safe initially, but overslid the bag and tagged out. So the caught stealing will go 2-6. And not the most conventional 1-2-3 inning, but no runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left on through 1 complete now. We have no score between the McCollum Cowboys, who come in at 19-9, and Dripping Springs Tigers, who are 27-10 on the year. Chuck Licata here, Randy Fry, Rock and Rev. Randy Fry on the broadcast as our QA. So as we get ready to go, top second again, the defense for the Dripping Springs Tigers of Wade Womack, Jordan Cox in the circle, Joe Hudgens behind the plate, Isabella Martinez at first, Lynn Ann Scott second, Hayden Anderson short, Kate Tressler at third, Erica Konetsky in left, Haley Konetsky in center, and Kate Young in right field. One strike, the leadoff hitter here in the second inning. Fourth place hitter, Risa Rodriguez. That one fouled off. Rios Rodriguez, I apologize. 0-2 to Rios Rodriguez. By the way, I apologize. That's actually Addie Lux out in right field. Number 11, Addie Lux in right field. As the sun beaming in, it'll be settling in a little bit. That one, swing and a miss, strike three. So 3-pitch strikeout of Rios Rodriguez makes it one down. Second strikeout for Jordan Cox, who again comes into this game having thrown a perfect game no-hitter and a one-hitter. Emma Quintero, the left fielder to the plate. Senior Emma Quintero. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1 to Quintero, the left fielder. Randy Fry, our QA. I'm Chuck Licata, the Iceman. That one on the outside corner called ball, 1-1. Fortunately for us, the umpire is demonstrative and showing his signals right away. 1-1, swing and a miss inside. 1-2 now to Emma Quintero. Quintero 0-2, that one high. 2-2. Dripping Springs 27-10 coming in. Finished first in their conference. And that one's to the gap in left center field. Erica gets to it, but that's going to be a stand-up double. First hit and first base runner for the Cowboys. A one-out double by Quintero. Is now Alicia Bonanciti to the plate. Shortstop, senior Bonanciti. Runner at second is Quintero. One down here in the top of the second inning. Squares the bunt and bunts it foul into the screen. Strike one. Bonanciti. Once again, thanks to Kathy Stoughton for setting us up here so we could bring in this game. We welcome both the Dripping Springs fans who've been with us all season as well as the McCollum fans who are with us tonight. And that one bunted in the air, and that will be foul. Quickly 0-2. So Bonanciti trying to get the run to third with one out, but has fouled off the two pitches she has faced. That one fouled off again. Quickly count holds it 0-2. There you go, got you a shot at first base there. Popped in the air, foul out of play. Over by the concession stand. So 4 pitches and 4 foul balls. First 2 were in bunt formation. Last 2 have been swings and fouled off. That one, liner to left. Konecki will make the grab. And that'll be a line out to 7. That'll make it 2 down now. And that should bring up America Rodriguez, the sophomore catcher. Holding at second is Quintero with 2 down. Yep, that is number 8, Rodriguez to the plate. 2 down, and runner at second base. That one fouled off into the batting cages on the third base side. Dripping Springs in the first base dugout. Cowboys and McCollum in the third base dugout. Again, if you're just joining us, no crowd sound. We are up in the press box where the equipment is safe and secure, but no access to the outside. And the windows up here open. Count 1-1 now to America Rodriguez. Again, we're about 35 yards from home plate. Giving you the bird's eye view here. 1-1 outside, 2-1. Abby Saldana on deck. Junior Jordan Cox, the wine deliver outside. Next pitch, grounded foul. Count now full, 3-2 to Rodriguez. Quintero, a one-out double to left field. Left center field gap. First hit, first base runner for the Cowboys here in the top of the second. We go 7 innings. That one slash foul down the third base side. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat coming up. That one lofted to left center field. That one is off the wall. RBI double for America Rodriguez on a full count. Brings in Quintero, and the Cowboys are up 1-0. So a double with 1 out, now a double with 2 outs by America Rodriguez. Plays Quintero to make it 1-0. Abby Saldana to the plate now. Saldana, designated player for Hernandez. Or for, I'm sorry, Annalisa Puente. And now we get a pinch runner. Actually, courtesy runner. No numbers on the front, so we'll try to identify as we move forward. I'm guessing it's Araceli Fadas, the freshman on the base paths. She's been mentioned in the stats a few times as a pinch runner, courtesy runner, so we'll assume that until we hear different. 0-1, by the way, to Saldana. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So Cox has given up more hits and runs in this inning than she has the last 2 games combined. A perfect game no-hitter and a one-hitter shutout. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gets her on 3 pitches. Second strikeout of the inning, third of the game, but 1 run comes in on 2 hits. They were both doubles. There was no errors and 1 left through 1.5. It's McCollum 1 and Dripping Springs 0. Bottom of the second coming up for the Tigers as they have some work to do, trailing 1-0. It'll be 4, 5, 6. Hayden Anderson, Jordan Cox, and Kate Tressler coming up against Dominique Guerra. McCollum 19-9 on the year, 9-5 in their district. 8-2 at home, 4-6 on the road, 7-1 at neutral sites. As that one fouled off by Hayden Anderson, strike one. 0-1 to Hayden Anderson. Anderson again hitting .328, 39 for 116 coming in. 16 runs scored and a team high 35 RBI. 7 doubles and 4 homers for Hayden, the sophomore. That blue pitch in there called strike two, 0-2 now. Hayden was up in the first when Haley Konetsky was at first base, but then went to steal second. She made it to the bag safely, but then overslid, and Gabby Hernandez put on the tag to get her out. A pitch outside, 1-2 now to Hayden Anderson. Dripping Springs comes in 27-10. They won District 26-5A with a 14-2 record. 4-0 in the playoffs. That one, a little flare to left field, and that's in for a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Tigers. And here's the pitcher, Jordan Cox. Finish out the Tigers 14-5 at home, 13-4 away. And again, 4-0 in the playoffs as opposed to McCollum, who is 3-0. They beat Burbank. They swept Burbank 2-0, and in a one-game winner-take-all against Bernie Champion, they won 5-2 in 11 innings. Common opponents, they've got 2, Southwest Legacy and Bernie Champion. As that pitch in there called strike one to Jordan Cox. Cox on the year, .390, 46 for 118, 13 runs scored, 31 RBI. He's got 12 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. Oh, and 1 to Cox here. Squares the bunt, puts it down, and it's going to be a foul ball. 0-2 to Jordan Cox. That one had just enough spin as it was spinning about 5 feet from home plate. McCollum beat Southwest Legacy 4-3 in one game, and then 11-6 in another game in district play, and then beat Bernie Champion 5-2. Dripping Springs, of course, swept Bernie Champion in district 8-0 and 3-2. As that pitch gets away from the catcher, and pass ball will get Hayden Anderson in scoring position at second base now. Dripping Springs beat Bernie Champion in 2 and district play 8-0, 3-2, and then, of course, swept Southwest Legacy 4-1 and 1-0. So 1-2 to Cox as that pitch outside 2-2. Anderson down at second now on the pass ball after a leadoff single here in the second. Cox showing bunt again. Pitch inside, that gets away from, and that hits her. It's a hit by pitch. Runners now at first and second. First hit batter for Guerra. And again, Guerra is the do-everything for McCollum. She pitched the entire 11 innings in the area round. Comes in with a 2.56 ERA on the year. Also a .538 batting average. Kate Tressler to the plate. Runners at first and second, nobody down. Tripper looking for something big here in the bottom of the second. 2 runners on. She squares the bunt and then bunts it and throw to first base. So the sacrifice will go 1-3. And that's Anderson to third now. Cox to second. By the way, that was Addie Lux hitting. And now Joe Hudgens, the catcher, to the plate. Runners at second and third, one down, tying run at third. That one lined right to the second baseman. So big play for the Cowboys, and two down. And now the sophomore Isabella Martinez to the plate. Martinez, a sophomore, 172, 5 for 29, 7 runs scored, 6 doubles, and a triple. I'm sorry, 6 RBI on the year. Her only extra base hit and 5 hits of this year is a triple. Pitch down low, ball 1 to Isabella Martinez, number 8 hitter in the Dripping Springs lineup. Tigers runners at second and third with 2 down. Trying to at least get the tie. Pitch outside, 2-0. Outside, 3-0. Mallory Sandoval on deck. 3-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So bases loaded now. A single hit by pitch and a walk. First walk given up by Guerra. Loads them up with 2 down, and Mallory Sandoval to the plate. Sandoval comes in 4 for 25 on the year. She does have 3 RBI. She's also scored twice. Big spot for Sandoval the junior. Bases loaded, 2 down. And swing and a miss, strike 1. So that walk to Martinez may have been an unintentional, intentional walk. We'll see if Sandoval can make him pay. Of course, that's only our opinion as we sit up here 35 yards away from home plate. Oof, taken at the knees, 0-2 now to Sandoval. Hayden Anderson at third, Jordan Cox at second, Isabella Martinez at first. 2 down for the Tigers. Guerra 0-2 on Sandoval. Here's the pitch, and that one fouled off. Count holds it 0-2. This will be the 20th pitch of the inning for Guerra, who threw 10 in the first. That one a little flare, but caught by the second baseman Hernandez in the air. So they load him up on a single, a hit by pitch and walk. They leave 3. We are through 2 complete here on the Big Daddy Media Network, and we are 1-0 in favor of the visiting team, the McCollum Cowboys. Top of the third now. 1-0 for the Cowboys. They will come up here in the third. Gabby Hernandez takes strike 1. Hernandez, the second baseman, junior. Made that last out catch. Thank you, Randy Fry, checking in. Pitch off the plate, 1-1 to Hernandez. No, swing and miss, 1-2 now to Hernandez. Number 9 hitter. Call him 1 run, 2 hits in the second inning. Given up by Jordan Cox. She has 3 strikeouts as well. Pitch outside. 2-2 now to Hernandez. 9-1-2 for the Cowboys, batting here in the top of the third. Chuck Licata here, Randy Fry, Rock and Red back at the Big Daddy Media Studios. Is that pitch high? Count now full at 3-2 to Gabby Hernandez. Happy to bring you Dripping Springs softball all season long. That one pop foul out of play. Kind of holds a 3-2. Pitch number 70 at bat coming up. 33 pitches for Cox through 2 innings. As she pitches here in the third. By the way, thanks to Mike Blackwell, Tony Uminski, who handled most of the play-by-play for Dripping Springs this season. Wow. Ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to number 9 hitter Hernandez. They're going to bring up Dom Guerra, who flied out the left her first time up. Guerra, the pitcher. Squares the bunt. Takes the bat back and then bunts it again. And throw to first base is away from the first baseman. That would have been a single anyway. Coming around is Hernandez as the throw goes into third. So that's going to be a bunt base hit and a 2-base error on the third baseman. Hernandez scoring on the play. And McCollum up 2-0. Guerra had the bunt beat. In fact, her foot was on the bag when the ball was overthrown. As now Wade Womack, the head coach for the Tigers, out in the circle to talk to his pitcher and fielders. Some other stats for the Cowboys. Guerra leads the team in run score with 34. Hughes with 31. Espinoza with 30. RBI, Espinoza with 34. Rodriguez, 27. Ramirez, 24. Batting average, Guerra at 538. Espinoza at 427. And Hughes at 419. Is Hughes to the plate now. None out. Guerra at third. Strike 1 there. Hughes struck out, swinging her first time up. Sorry, that was an E1, not an E5. Squares the bunt, puts it down and fouls it off. Quickly 0-2 now. Oh, called strike 3 at the knees. Second time Hughes has struck out. Strikeout number 4 for Cox. It's one out here. Matty Espinoza, who popped out to the second baseman to the plate. Ball 1. Espinoza again leads the team in RBI with 34 coming in. 1-0 with Guerra at third. 1 down. Nice pitch at the letters. 1-1. Jordan Cox trying to limit the damage. Cowboys trying to add on here. Single run the second, now one here in the third. Leading it 2-0. 1-1. Popped in the air right side. Right fielder. Addie Lux. Here comes the throw. Not going to be in time. Sacrifice fly RBI for Espinoza. And the Cowboys go up 3-0. On the RBI by Espinoza that brings in Guerra with the second run of the inning. So 2 down now. Rios Rodriguez, the cleanup hitter. Strike or ball one. So you missed strike 1-1. Yep, that is Addie Lux in right field. Fouled off. 1-2 now to Rios Rodriguez. Tigers will have top of the order coming up in the bottom of the third when they get the bat again. Had the bases loaded, had second and third with 1 out. Bases loaded with 2 out and couldn't convert. Now off speed misses. Count 2-2 now. So Rio says she is on the lineup card, but Rosalind, as she is on the roster, Rodriguez. Oof, outside high 3-2 now. So pitch number 20 of the inning coming for Jordan Cox. Popped in the air, left side. Erica Konetsky will make the grab. So that ends the inning, but not before 2 runs come in. They do it on a hit, a walk, and a big error, and they leave none. End of 2.5. And it's 3-0 in favor of the McCollum Cowboys here on the Big Daddy Radio Network. Dripping Springs coming up, bottom of the third. Bottom of the third, Tigers now looking at a 3-run deficit. Had the runners at second and third, 1 down, bases loaded, 2 down in the second, but could not score as they go back to the top of the order now. And Erica Konetsky 0 for 1. Bounced out 6-3 her first time up. Ball 1 to her. Dom Guerra in 2 innings, no runs, 2 hits. 1 walk, no strikeouts, has also hit a batter. But she has stranded 3, and she has thrown 30 pitches coming in. Ball. 2-0 out of Konetsky. (0-2-1) at Dripping Springs line score. 3-3-0 for McCollum. Off speed. And ball 3. 3-0. Thanks again, Rock and Rev, Randy Fryer, QA. Big Daddy Media Studios. Taking all the way, strike 1, 3-1 to Erica Konecki. Erica came in hitting .430 on the year, taking over the leadoff spot for the injured Taylor Anderson. And that one outside, ball 4. So Konecki on with the walk. Second walk given up by Gira. She's also hit a batter. Dripping Springs, 1, 2, 3, 4 base runners in 10 batters. And now it's 5-11 as Lynn Ann Scott popped the second her first time up to the plate. And puts a bunt down. Guerra over to first. Sacrifice will go 1-3. Konecki to second with 1 down. I'll bring up Haley Konecki. Single her first time up, but caught stealing at second. Had the base stolen, but then overslid the bag and the tag put on her by Martinez. Pitch off the plate, ball 1. Konecki asks for time now. (1-0), outside 2-0. Her sister Erica, a junior at second base, is the senior Haley Konecki. Trying to move her up or at least, if not drive her in. Strike. 2-1. (2-1) down low in the dirt. Now 3-1 to Haley Konecki. Dripping Springs will be thrilled to have more base runners on. Free passes are certainly welcome. Here's a 3-1. Chopper to short. A crossover in the dirt. Nice scoop at first base by Puente. The 6-3 gets Konecki. Erica over at third with 2 down now. And Hayden Anderson is 1 for 1 to the plate. Jordan Cox on deck. Dripping Springs needing to crack the scoreboard here. Runner at third with 2 down. First pitch, little Ephus type pitch, called for a ball. Ball 1 to Hayden Anderson. Anderson had a 1-2 pitch for a base hit in the second inning. Made it to third, but stranded there. That one swung and missed at 1-1. Guerra, 1-1 pitch. Popped in the air, foul, out of play. Count now 1-2. And that one to the shortstop. Quick throw over, and they get it. So they hold Dripping Springs again. Tigers have left 4 on base. As they get no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and 1 left on. Through 3 complete now. It is McCollum 3, Dripping Springs nothing in this 1-game winner-take-all regional quarterfinal in Region 4A. So top of the fourth we go. Dripping Springs has left 4 runners on base through 3 innings. So you say hello to Miss Christine. Just visited us in the press box here. I think she didn't say it, but I think she loved the air conditioning. Sitting outside with the Tigers fans. It'll be 5, 6, 7 coming up for the Cowboys as they lead at 3-0. 1 run in the second, 2 in the third against Jordan Cox from McCollum. Quintero, Bonancini, and Rodriguez to the plate. Quintero had the 1-out double that got the scoring started in the second. She doubled, and then Rodriguez doubled her home with the first pitch. Is that pitch off the plate, ball 1. Down the left center field gap, Quintero for the double. Later coming around to score. That one outside, 2-0 now. Pitch in there called strike, 2-1. Jet Licata here, Randy Fry back at the Big Daddy Media Studios. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. Again, thanks to Mike Blackwell and Tony Uminski, having done most of the Dripping Springs games this year. I've been here on occasion to fill in as well. 2-2. Little pop. Shortstop with the grab, 1 down. Hayden Anderson makes the catch on that one, 1 down. Cox looking for her first 1-2-3 inning since the first inning. As Alina Bonancini to the plate. 0-for-1, lined out the left her first time up. That one fouled off, strike 1 to Bonancini. Missed on the outside corner, 1-1. To the right-handed hitting, Bonancini. Off the plate, 2-1. Got one little pop out the center field. And Haley Koneski with the grab, 2 down. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. And that'll bring up America Rodriguez, the catcher. Rodriguez with a double and RBI that brought in Quintero with the first run of the game in the 2nd inning. Cowboys then added 2 more in the 3rd. Take their current 3-0 lead. Full house here at the San Marcos softball. That one popped in the air, and the shortstop out, Hayden Anderson. So quick 1-2-3 inning, just what the doctor ordered for the Dripping Springs defense. No runs, hits, errors, nobody left. End of 3.5. Score remains 3-0 in favor of the Cowboys of McCollum over your Dripping Springs Tigers. Sorry about that, folks. Our stream went down for just a minute. We are now caught up. The first pitch of the inning, Cox hit by pitch, and now it's being discussed at home plate. Hopefully you're still with us. So discussion in the circle goes for not for the Cowboys. And once again, third time in 3 innings that the Tigers have had the leadoff runner on. They have no runs on 2 hits. Squaring the bunt, and that one pushed, and that one missed by Guerra, but she's able to grab it. So Kate Tressler with the sacrifice that will go 1-3. Cox over to second with 1 down. Tigers had a runner at first and then caught stealing in the first. Had runners at first and second with no outs. Second and third with 1 out. Bases loaded with 2 outs and could not score in the second. Then had a runner at third with 2 outs in the third and could not score. And that pitch in there called strike 1 to Joe Hudgens. Hudgens lined out to second base her first time up. She is 0 for 1. Nope, actually, this is Ashton Owens who is pinch hitting. So Owens up here for Hudgens. Oh, that one driven to deep center field, and that one is past the center fielder. On her way to second is Owens, and then tagged out as she rounded second, but she'll get the RBI as she brings in Jordan Cox with the first run for the Tigers. They now trail it 3-1. So the double to center field, and then Owens out overrunning the bag, and the throw coming right there. So that would be an 8-6 out, but Cox coming in. So 2 down, nobody on. Isabella Martinez, the first baseman, to the plate. She looks at strike 1. Martinez walked on 4 pitches her first time up. So the double to deep center field by Owens. Cox scores, but Owens overran the bag, and the throw right there to the shortstop who tagged her out. So 2 down, 1-1 now. So even when they do score their first run, little bit snake bit there. And they're called strike 1 and 2 now to Martinez. Hit number 3 by the Tigers on that double by Owens. Time called. 1 and 2 as the sun sets here in San Marcos. Happy to have you along the network, whether you're rooting for Dripping Springs or McCollum. As that pitch down low. 2 and 2. Mallory Sandoval. Nope, that is it? No, yes, that is Sandoval on deck. 2-2, fouled off. Good job by Martinez to stay alive here. So the Tigers with 1 run finally cracking the scoreboard here in the 4th. Called strike 3. Ball gets away from the catcher, and the throw to first not in time. So there'll be a strikeout and a pass ball 2, putting the runner at first with 2 down. And that'll bring up Sandoval, who popped out the second her first time up. With the bases loaded, a nice play, by the way, by Gabby Hernandez on that play to get Sandoval out. That pitch down low, ball one to Sandoval. On deck is Erica Konetsky. That pitch down low, 2-0. So Guerra got her first strikeout of the game, but the ball getting past the catcher. And runner first. That one in there at the knees. 2-1 now to Mallory Sandoval. By the way, to the right of us, a baseball playoff game going on here at San Marcos boys team. That one, chopper, up over the middle and shortstop. Bonancini with the easy fielder's choice. It goes 6 unassisted. But coming in with 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and there was 1 left. Tigers have left 5. They pick up 1 after 4 complete. It's now 3-1 in favor of the Cowboys here on the Big Daddy Media Network. Top of the 5th inning here in San Marcos, home of the Rattlers. Thanks again, Kathy Stoughton, head coach of San Marcos, for setting us up and helping us out. Yes, we did move the scoreboard and the Big Daddy Media logo. Make it a little bit better for you to see the ground, if you will. And left of home plate. It'll be 8-9-1 Saldina, Hernandez in top of the order against Jordan Cox. Saldana 0 for 1, struck out swinging her first time up. Ball 1 to Saldana. Cox giving up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error behind her, 1 walk and 4 strikeouts as she pitches here in the 5th. Two 2-0, thank you. So 2-0 now. Single run in the second, 2 in the third for the Cowboys. Swing and a miss there. 2-1. Sun settling over the left field scoreboard. Just enough to, we can see it. Won't be there for too much longer as we're at 8:04 p.m. That one popped foul. Evens count now 2-2 to Abby Saldana. Erica, Haley, and Addie Lux left to right in the outfield for the Tigers. Tressler at third, Anderson at short, Scott at second, Martinez at first. Joe Hudgens continues behind the plate. And Jordan Cox in the circle with 2-2 count here. Just missed outside, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Popped in the air right side. Linnea Scott just on the line in right field with the catch, 1 down. That'll be a fair ball if you're keeping score at home. Pop out to the second baseman, 1 down. Gabby Hernandez, who walked to lead off the third and scored the first of 2 runs in the third. Off the plate, ball 1 to Hernandez. One down, nobody on here in the 5th. In there called strike, 1-1. One and one. And that one bunted. Cox over. And the 1-3 makes it 2 down. So 2 down, nobody on. On 1 to Guerra. Guerra 1 for 2 with a run scored. That one flare down the left field line. Foul ball. 0-2. So 0-2 now. That one slapped, but right to the second baseman. Line out to second base, ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 innings, second inning in a row. Through 4 and a half rather. It is 3-1 McCollum as we go to the bottom of the 5th. We apologize. We lost the signal for a minute. What you have seen is a base hit by Erica Konetsky, lead off the inning, sacrificed by Scott, got her second. She then stole third, did Erica Konetsky. And then the squeeze play bunt by Haley Konetsky. The pitcher, Guerra, came in, tagged Erica Konetsky out on the one unassisted. And that's where we're at. 2 outs, runner at first base as Haley at first base. Off speed, misses outside. Again, we talk about during broadcasts, one thing we cannot control is the internet connection, and that's what we had happen here. So the Tigers with another chance, gone awry to score runs. That pitch off the plate, 2-0 now to Hayden Anderson. Again, Erica Konetsky led off with a base hit to left. Lynanne Scott sacrificed her to second. She stole third. And then on a squeeze play attempt, Haley Konetsky with the bunt right in front of the plate. Guerra, the pitcher, came in, picked it up, and tagged the runner. So Haley Konetsky at first now, 2-1 to Hayden Anderson. Oh, my. That must have been ball 4. I don't know where we missed the ball. But a walk now puts runners at first and second with 2 down. So, again, still an opportunity as Jordan Cox to the plate. Cox has yet to get an official plate appearance. She has been hit by pitch twice by Guerra, who's gone the entire way. 1 run on 4 hits. Is that one pop foul, strike 1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 1 game winner take all. Winner moves on to next week's regional tournament. Loser has a fine season come to an end. Tigers 27-10 overall coming in. Cowboys 19-9. And that little bloop pitch off the plate, 1-1 now to Jordan Cox. One off the plate. Runner's going to hold. Catcher Rodriguez bobbled it, but it was out in front of the plate. Neither runner was going. So 2-1 now to Jordan Cox. Tying run at first base. That one, little squibber. Second baseman over to first, and the 4-3 ends it. So they get a hit. They leave 2. Tigers have left 7 on base. No runs, no errors on 1 hit. We're through 5 complete now. And in this 1-game winner-take-all Region 4 Class 5A quarterfinal, it's McCollum 3 and Dripping Springs 1. So we go top of the 6th now. 2-3-4 coming up for the Cowboys. Hughes, Espinosa, and Rodriguez due up against Tigers. Pitch outside, ball one. Jordan Cox remains in the circle for the Tigers. Giving up 3 runs on 3 hits. She was tired 9 in a row, though, since giving up that second run in the 3rd inning. That one popped in the air right side, and the right fielder, Addie Lux, with the catch, 1 down. That's 10 in a row retired by Cox now. I'll bring up to the plate Mighty Espinoza, sacrifice fly RBI in the 3rd inning. I brought in Guerra from 3rd with the 3rd run. Is that one into right field for a base hit? Going the other way was Espinoza. So Rios Rodriguez to the plate, 0 for 2. I don't know. That one popped in the air, foul. Count 1-1. That one fouled off. Count now 1-2. One and two now to Rios Rodriguez. Runner at first and 1 down. High. 2-2 now. Tigers in the bottom of the 6th will have 6, 7, 8 coming up. That one launched deep to left field. It is going foul. And the catch made, I'm guessing, yes. So pop foul out to left field. Erica Konetsky with the catch, 2 down. As we showed you before, we have a couple posts up here, so we are blocked by some of the views on the field. 2 down. Emma Quintero, 1 for 2, double and run scored. That one, a worm burner, if you will, be a base hit past the shortstop. Quintero now 2 for 3. So runners at first and second, 2 down. Alina Bonocini pots that one foul. Strike 1 down the first base line. Bononcini is 0 for 2, lined out to left and flied out to center. Oh, 1 to the second baseman, Scott. Over to Martinez at first, and the 4-3 ends it. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Through 5.5, it remains McCollum 3, Dripping Springs 1 on the Big Daddy Media Network. Back for the bottom of the 6th. So bottom of the sixth now. Tigers trail it by 2. They'll send up 6, 7, 8. Tressler, Hudgens, and Martinez due up against Guerra, who's gone all the way. 1 run on 4 hits. She's walked 2. She's hit 2. But the Tigers have stranded 7 runners. And they've had 1 tagged out at home as well. Tressler 0 for 0. She has sacrificed twice. She takes down low. 2-0. Ashton Owens drove in the only run in the 4th with a double, but then tagged out as she overran the bag. That one down low, 3-0. Also in the first inning, a 2-out single by Haley Konetsky, but then as Anderson was at the plate, she stole second, then overslid the bag and was tagged out on the overslide. 3-0 to Tressler, leading off here in the 6th. Tigers need 2. That one in there called strike 1. Of course, they take 3. I would love to go to the top of the 7th with a 1-run lead. And swing and a miss. 3-2 now, rather. Our apologies. There's been some buffering in the game, in the broadcast. Oh, and called strike 3, 1 down. Oh, that hurts. Strikeout number 2 for Guerra, 1 down. Here's Ashton Owens. Had the double RBI, but then caught 8-6, overrunning second base. That one way high, ball 1 to Joe Hudgens. 1-0. There you go. Inside strike 1-1. Again, something playing with our internet signal that caused some buffering there in the middle innings. Hopefully it's settled down. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now to Hudgens. And even though we're inside, we can feel the momentum on the Cowboys side. Tigers got to find a way to stop that mojo. That one popped in the air. First baseman will make the grab. Pop out to Puente. Makes it 2 down. So Isabella Martinez, been on base twice. She walked in the 2nd and reached on a swinging strike 3 as the pass ball got past the catcher. So officially 0 for 1. I've been on base twice. And that hits her. So she's on base for the 3rd straight time. 3rd hit batter by the pitcher Guerra. And Mallory Sandoval, 0 for 2. Popped the 2nd and out in the fielder's choice, 6 unassisted. Tigers trying to at least put 1 on the board here. Make it easier for them in the 7th. Sandoval to the plate, and we'll go top of the order after this. Again, thanks all season long. Oh, man. Strike 1 to Sandoval. And down to second base, in with a stolen base is Martinez. 2-1 now to Sandoval. Swing and a miss. Down to third, and in there with the steal is Martinez, so now she sits at third. So 2-2 now. And strike three. So they get a runner to third. They strand their 8th runner of the game to the Tigers. We go to the top of the 7th, and they trail it 3-1 here on the Big Daddy Media Network. Top of the 7th now. Ball one here in the 7th. America Rodriguez, 1 for 2. That one ripped down the line, foul. Yeah, that would help if that's okay. Thank you. Thank you. 1-1. Strike two. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. 1 down here in the 7th. Abby Saldana to the plate. 1-1 to Saldana. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Reminder that the Platinum sponsor, American Capital Mortgage, located in Austin, Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth. If you're in search of a mortgage anywhere, get in touch with Austin Capital Mortgage, 512-891-0778. Also, many thanks, as it's now 3-1, to the gold sponsors, Texas Regional Bank, Banking, Mortgage, and Wealth Management by the people you know, and Elk Electric, Commercial, Industrial, Electrical, and Special Systems, Fire alarm, security, and network cabling in Central Texas. As a walk now with 1 down. Again, our apologies as the wireless signal has gone kind of awry. You're seeing it pretty clean and green, and then it's buffering. Like I said, one of those things we can't control. 2 things we can't control, Mother Nature and internet signal. As Gabby Hernandez to the plate. Takes ball 1. Hernandez walked, scored in the 3rd. Bounced out 1-3 in the 5th. One-zero pitch. One and one. Saldana at first, 1 down. Bunts it, and that one to the pitcher. Crossover, sacrifice will go 1-3, 2 down. So 2 down now. Top of the order. And Guerra to the plate. Guerra with a fly out the left and a single on a bunt that turned into a 3-base error. And she came around to score in that 2-run 3rd inning. That is the difference right now in the 3-run ball game. Again, our Platinum sponsor, American Capital Mortgage, located in the big cities in Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, Houston, Austin. And if you're in search of a mortgage, get in touch with the great folks at Capital Mortgage Austin, 512-891-0778. Also, the gold sponsors, Texas Regional Bank, Banking, Mortgage, and Wealth Management by the people you know, and Elk Electric, Commercial and Industrial Electrical Special Systems, Fire alarm, security, and network cabling in Central Texas. Those 3 sponsors have been with us all season long. They're the reason that you're able to see these broadcasts. And that one bunted, and they're going to have to hold it. That's a bunt base hit for Guerra. Her second one. Puts runners at the corners, but there is 2 down. Coming up for the Tigers in the bottom of the 7th, it'll be top of the order, 1, 2, 3. So if they can hold on here and just trail by 2 going to the top of the 7th. Dev Hughes, 0 for 3, struck out twice and flied out the right. Swing and a miss there, strike 1. Down to second goes Guerra on the stolen base. Catcher's indifference. 0-1 to Hughes. Fly ball right field, and Addie Lux with the catch. So they get a hit and a walk, but they strand 2. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, season on the line for the Tigers as they trail it 3-1. And again, Tigers will have top of the order 1, 2, 3 coming up. Here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing by 2. And again, the Platinum sponsors, Austin Capital Mortgage, 512-891-0778, 512-891-0778. Located in the big cities of Austin, Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth. If you're in search of a mortgage, get in touch with Austin Capital Mortgage today. Also, the gold sponsors, Elk Electric, Commercial, Industrial, Electrical, and Special Systems, Fire alarm, security, and network cabling in Central Texas, and Texas Regional Bank, Banking, Mortgage, and Wealth Management by the people you know. So here we go. Dom Guerra in the circle for the 7th. Tigers season on the line, 27-10 coming in. And they'll have top of the order right where they'd like to be. It'll be Erica Konetsky, Lynn Ann Scott, Haley Konetsky. Guerra's gone the entire way, pitched 6 innings, give up a run on 4 hits. She has hit 3. She has walked 2 and struck out 2. But more importantly, she has stranded 8 runners. 1 runner tagged out at home. Another one tagged out after the RBI double. But all that goes for naught as the Tigers still with a chance here. And Konetsky been on base twice. She is 1 for 2 officially. Single, walk, and bats out 6-3. And that one off the plate, I guess, ball 1. There's a 1-0 in there called strike. 1-1 to Erica Konetsky. One pitch outside, 2-1. Bottom of the 7th. Tigers need 2 to tie. That one, a little chopper off the glove of Guerra and recovers in time. Wow. Dom Guerra with a nice play in the circle, 1 down here in the 7th. Bring up Lynn Ann Scott. She is 0 for 1. Popped out the 2nd and the 1st, and then 2 sacrifices. Little blue pitch in there for called strike 1. 0-1 to Scott. Oh, 1. That one popped in the air. Shortstop, third base shortstop calls for it. And the pop to 6 makes it 2 down, and Tigers down to their last out. They do have the heart of the order coming up 3, 4, 5. Open Austin Capital Mortgage, Platinum sponsor, Gold sponsors, Texas Regional Bank, Elk Electric. Hoping for a major 2-out rally. Put the rally caps on. Turn the caps backwards if you're a Tigers fan. So Haley Konetsky, been on base twice, single. And a fielder's choice. Strike 1 to Haley Konetsky. 0-1 pitch. That one popped on the right side. That one back deep. And the catch in right field by Rodriguez. And the celebration on the field for the visiting McCollum Cowboys as they win it 3-1 is the final. Tigers see the great season come to an end. They are finished out 27-11. McCollum Cowboys now 20-9 and move on. 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, or no errors for the McCollum Cowboys. For Dripping Springs, 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. As the Cowboys win it 3-1. And the season over, what a great season for the Tigers. And again, the sponsors, Austin Capital Mortgage, located in Houston, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. If you're in need of a mortgage or in search of a mortgage, give those great folks a call at Austin Capital Mortgage, 512-891-0778. And thanks very much all season long to the gold sponsors, Elk Electric, commercial and industrial electrical and special systems, fire alarm security and network cabling in Central Texas, and Texas Regional Bank, banking, mortgage, and wealth management by the people you know. They are responsible for the broadcast all season long. We thank them. And we thank the Dripping Springs Softball Booster Club for the support as we have brought you the games here on the Big Daddy Media Network. Again, thanks to Randy Fry, our QA and admin at Big Daddy Media. Thanks to Scott Smith, to Mike Blackwell, Tony Uminski, who have done the games with myself for Dripping Springs this year. Tough way to lose it as we are through the season, 27-11 regular season, 2022 season over for the Tigers as they fall here today 3-1 in San Marcos. So I want to say goodbye and thank you to the seniors. Katie Young, Haley Konetsky, and that looks to be it. So Young and Haley Konetsky, the two seniors who gave it all their all this year for the Tigers, and that means a lot is coming back for Wade Womack and the Tigers program. So once again, I'm Chuck Licata with Big Daddy Media. Thanks again for tuning in all season long. Congrats to the Cowboys as they move on to the regional tournament next weekend. And a great congratulatory season to Wade Womack and the Tigers as they fall here 3-1 in the regional final. For everybody at Big Daddy Media, for the Dripping Springs Booster Club and the sponsors, I am Chuck Licata. We say goodbye and bid you adieu from San Marcos, Texas.